if we allow ourselves to sit in that, when we know we could get out of it, then that's our own prerogative, that's our own program, or problem, maybe.
Well, I think, you know, for the first time when people don't know, and I mean, now I don't want to get myself back in the stupors you've seen me over the years.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to let that happen, because I did give up once. I don't think I ever told you this. I did give up. I learned a big lesson. I laid on the couch for about 4 years, and I regressed about 100-fold back. And when I came to, I thought if I just laid there, Heavenly Father would be merciful and just take me. I really did. I don't know. That was my distorted thinking. And it's, you know, when you're depressed, you have this irrational thinking. But I was really sick, and I just thought, you know, that was my. I mean, I couldn't do it any other way. But I thought if I just laid there, you know, Heavenly Father would have mercy and take this. You know, this was a long time ago. But well, when I realized, well, you know, I mean, I had regressed. I just was, you know, it just took me so much longer to bounce back than I probably would have. So I learned, you know, and everybody, that's a lesson for everybody, don't give up, because it just makes things, it just makes things worse when you realize, well, that's no good, you know. The situation's worse when you realize, you know, so.
Hey, and by the way, another just thought just popped in my head. And sometimes I say things so boldly that, you know, some people might take it out of context. But one thing you can always rely on me to tell you or to give you feedback on is that I am the most, I don't believe I am a judgmental person. And especially when it comes to religious differences. I am the last person that will ever sit there and try to convince or put people in a situation where they feel uncomfortable. Everybody has a spiritual eye within them to know what is right for them. And, you know, just because I'm a Mormon and a strong Mormon, that should never make anybody feel uncomfortable to open up and talk about Heavenly Father or their belief systems and so forth like that, you know. And if it shuts people down, that's wrong. Because we're all His. And we all have to seek the level that we're moving through at the time, whatever that level may be. And I just know that some people feel awkward when somebody will start expressing a testimony or a feeling. And that cannot be. Because however you express your feeling of God, it needs to be expressed when you feel moved upon to express it. And so that's one of the programs that I have consistently. Non-judgmental, love for one another, understanding, be open for other people's problems, and share, be there for them. So let's all just remember this. I'm going to leave. But I was as close, if you have nothing else to hang on to, I am as close as a prayer. My spirit will always be there with you, as I told somebody on the phone that he had a gun to his head. And he's a very dear friend of mine. And he, in his last desperation, called me and explained the situation to him. And as he was crying and told the situation, I was able to feel his pain so much that I was able to walk right through that phone into his brain and pull out of that brain cell every thought he was experiencing, every negative. And he finally put it down. We walked through it together. But Satan is real, doesn't like you. The negative opposing forces are there. And anything that can confuse your mind, he will confuse you. And he is the author of confusion. If you don't experience peace, then recognize right away that you are under attack. So I just pray that all of us, whatever we're doing, We seek peace. That's where God communicates. Peace. Cast away those negative thoughts. Turn and run if you have to. That's what I'm so filled. I could talk to you for all day about these things. It consumes me now. And I'm not a preacher. I'm just Merrill Osmond. I'm a man that's going through a major change. I really, and I love it for what it's worth.
So do I.
Okay, so I'll leave you. Want to say anything till?
I just respect the Mormon religion really well. I'm not a Mormon, but I definitely
I appreciate that. I'm glad you do, because it's a religion that should be respected.
That's a great one.
As I respect every other religion.
Right.
And I just think that that's the spirit in which we should communicate with one another, the respect for one another. So I'll see you tonight, okay? And I'll be watching you and talking to you, and we'll see where it all goes. And then I'll see you after the show, and I'll see you after the show. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, you guys want to give one final hug or whatever?
Oh.
That way maybe he can spread his germs.
Really, he gets all sick, right?
You know what I did? Oh, there it is. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye.
He's fun to sign.
Yeah. The party words of wisdom from Merrill
Jeez.
Osmond.
K-E-I.
Yeah.
You probably remember this one? No. That'd be funny if that's what he wrote.
What's that?
Just write departing words of wisdom. Appreciate that. That's a nice picture. Chapter 10.
A poem, right?
There's a signature, I can tell by the...
How did you know that?
Yeah, 'cause I can tell by the way you're...
That's how I feel.
All right, thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome, friend of mine. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey.
Will you growl? I'll still be here. I'm not leaving.
Good. Good. How long
I have to
you-
represent till like walk for Donnie Murray.
You did it good.
How's it go?
They have to
Oh,
line up.
it's still,
I
it's not,
hear.
it's not the throat as much
Should
as
you
it's-
use that?
I do.
I had to use everything I've
Oh,
ever
I'm sure.
learned and like to get through
I'm
that.
sure.
Don't,
That comes from the heart.
Don't do that!
don't,
Merrill.